That's right, Dan, and we've been all over the country and covering some fantastic stories. I've been to Sligo with the Arumbe African Theater, I sampled authentic Indian music with the Dublin Gurus, and I even got down to some serious hip-hop beats with the Seas.
Well, I can beat that. Wait to check out some of the moves I learned from the Capoeira boys and see some of the new original talent I discovered in Galway. So stay tuned, I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed.
I'm going to be very, very busy. So I've taken my vitamins, I got my flat shoes on, because I'm spending the day with probably the hardest working performer in Dublin, Jojo Karma. So, Jojo, that was hot. That breakdancing was really cool. How did you get started in breakdancing?
Oh, I started when I was like very young, and I've been b-boying all my life, you know, like all my life basically.
And is it big in Ireland? Like, I love breakdancing.
Well, it was big way back, but I see like a resurrection to it, you know, so coming back. Yeah.
But one of the things that you're involved in is a band, yes. And it's called The Seas.
The Seas, yeah, Genesis. Yeah, that's a group consisting of 5 guys, and we do rap. What rap stands for is basically rhythm and poetry, so it's just poetry with a little bit more rhythm. So like
poetry with a bit of life to it, a bit of bounce. Yeah. I understand. So you're rehearsing every day. Are the guys excited about
We're actually going to rehearse right now. I mean, we can go down and see it right now. Yeah?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. All right then, let's go.
Yeah.
This is a nice street.
Well, this is basically the gate of Dublin where all the magic happens.
What does the name, The Seas, mean?
Well, the Seas basically represents the seas of the world, basically, because they were all from 4 corners of the world. And then Mighty came through, and then it was 5 of us. We represent 5 places of the world, you know, that's why.
That's great. Yeah. I can't wait to meet the guys anyway.
Yeah. Gotta let it go. Wisdom is the key that will open up the door. Knowledge is the key, but it's taken without the wisdom. Trying to have the truth, but
so, where do you come up with your lyrics? Where do you get ideas for the lyrics for your songs?
We got that from different places, you know. Daily experiences, you know. We walk around and, you know, we listen to hip-hop since we've been born and shit. So we actually in the culture. So we walk around Ireland, we place that. So we create like that, you know, so everything comes out.
So that's very unique, having Irish rap with Irish words and experiences mixed into it. So that was rehearsals with the Seas. Now, how long would you normally rehearse?
We rehearsed around 4 hours to 5 hours maximum, yeah.
Oh my goodness, and where are we going to now?
Now we're going to gospel choir rehearsal.
Choir rehearsal as well?
Choir rehearsal as well.
And this is where I left Jojo after a brilliant day. But we'll be catching Jojo and the Seas performance later in the series.
Our Regina hooked up with African theatre group Arumbe.
Earlier this year, Arumbe, Ireland's first African theatre, was created. Now, they say African theatre is unlike any theatre in the world. Like the golden era of Broadway, no one gets on that stage unless they can sing, act, dance, and even make the costumes. The result? A hugely colorful night out. Arumbe are performing in Sligo tonight, and I'm here to catch up with the founder, B.C. Adagund, and to find out more about the energy of this slice of African culture. B.C., was it difficult to cast in Ireland African performers?
Well, it is very interesting because I wanted to do this particular play, The Gods Are Not to Blame, in 1997. And believe me, I was going to use European actors because then there weren't black people around. Now there are lots of African people around. What I did was I put out posters asking for people if you're interested in acting, dancing, music, and you have African descent, come for an audition. You don't have to be an actor by profession.
Why would you choose tragedy as your theme as opposed to, say, comedy?
Well, I think the reason why this play, tragedy, is very important, this tragic play is very important, is because as human beings, universally, we all share the same tragic feelings. But comedy is very, very culturally specific. But as you can see, they're very excited, they're very nervous, very angry. All those emotions we put together, and by the grace of God, we should have a fabulous performance.
Once a fortnight, the tones of Indian music waft across the suburban estate in Swords, where the Dublin Gurus, a Dublin-based Indian group, rehearse their music. From the glamour of Bollywood to the magic of folk, the Dublin Gurus exemplify popular Indian music. These soirees turn out to be elaborate affairs with food and music. A real party atmosphere takes hold. And luckily enough this evening, we've been invited along. Well, it's obvious that Irish music has had some influence on you because you're playing a bodhrán there, and that's a very traditionally Irish instrument.
I only knew about bodhrán after I came here, but we do have an instrument in India called duffly, which is quite similar to bodhrán, and I haven't learned how to play bodhrán in the Irish way. I don't even use a stick. I play it my own way. I just play it with my hands, and I don't use the stick to play it.
And how would you describe the music that the Dublin Gurus play?
I would say it's a combination. It's mainly Bollywood music. It'll be Bollywood film music.
You've been here for about 3 years. What kind of changes have you noticed in those 3 years?
Certainly in the last 3.5 years, many more Indians have come into Ireland. I see Indians in a lot of places now. It's great. It's great. It's makes it more comfortable for us living in Ireland, and it's great. And I see the people being open to it as well. I've met a lot of Irish people in the shops buying Indian spices. So.
Well, I've had a fantastic time. This has been a great insight into Indian culture for me, both music and food, but gotta go now because I gotta tuck into this food.
Well, the lads are nowhere to be seen, but the festival's in full swing. So I'm gonna take a chance and check out Afro Nova, a live DJ club outfit. We're performing on the 40-foot tonight. So come on, get your dancing shoes on, because you're all invited. John, your founding members, what is Afro Nova?
There's a lot of kind of ways that you could define the project as a whole, but part of it is a collaboration between live musicians and DJs. Part of it is a live collaboration between African musicians and people from Europe who have had their taste formed by living here.
That's it, Regina. You go, girl. Just about to take the stage is Welsh singer-songwriter Ryland Typhy.
I'm here with Sanjay, a representative of Rang Puhar, a traditional Indian folk dance troupe who are performing at the festival. First things first, what is Rang Puhar and how was it formed?
Rang Puhar was formed in 1995. It was formed by a group of like-minded people who wanted to preserve and promote Indian traditional arts, performing arts.
Now, one of the traditional Indian dances you perform is called Sidi Darman, but that's actually a community that came originally from Africa to India. Can you describe that for us?
Okay, how the story goes is, about 400 years ago, Portuguese were coming into India, and they brought these as slaves, which were sold to Maharaja of Junagadh, which is a small province within Gujarat. And they started to run away because they were not being given any breather. They were made to work day and night. So they ran away to jungles and all. And these are descendants of those people. And they have now their own community. They don't marry outside. And these are their original folk dances. They just love to celebrate like that. This is what they do.
Well, it's been a great 3 3 days, and I hope you've enjoyed the festival as much as we have.
Yes, I think you can call the 4th Festival of World Cultures a great success. Over 100 events in more than 30 venues.
It's been a roller coaster bringing something for everybody, and we've definitely enjoyed bringing it to you, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're dancing, man. Spectacular.
You on the speedboat.
You like
guy. Oh, yeah, James Bond, eat your heart out.
Anyway, we're going to finish off the festival dancing and partying to Brazilian fusion band Delada. And hopefully, we'll all see you again next year. Come on, lads. Let's go.
Won't give up on change.